everyone, Mike here with Infinite Source Art, and in this video I'm going to show you how to build a frame for and stretch your own canvas. There's a couple reasons why I like building my own canvases. One, it provides me with a high quality stretch canvas at a much lower price than I could buy one of equal quality. Two, it allows me to tailor it to the exact size and specifications that I want for a given project. And personally, I enjoy both the process of building these canvases and the additional satisfaction of getting to paint on an item that I built myself. I hope that you will too, and let's get started. Today I'll be building a 3x4 foot canvas, and the supplies that I'll be using are 3 10-foot pieces of 1 inch by 2 inch poplar board, just about 15 feet of 1/2 inch quarter round pine molding, one and 5/8 inch general purpose screws, 5/8 inch finishing nails, as well as wood glue. All of these which can be found easily at your local Home Depot. I choose to use poplar because it's a hardwood and therefore it's stronger and more resistant to warping compared to something like pine, but it's relatively cheap compared to your other hardwoods. Obviously, the total length of wood that you will need is dependent on the size of canvas that you are building, but don't forget to account for cross support if necessary, as well as your corner braces. And then the tools that we will need today are either a handsaw and a plastic miter box, or an electric miter saw, which makes the process a whole lot easier, an electric drill, tape measure, and then a nail gun to finish it up. To begin, I'll turn the miter saw to a 45-degree angle. And then make my first cut with the board sitting upright. From here, I'll continue to cut my 4 lengths, 2 4 feet, 2 3 feet, with the angles mirrored each other. Once I have my 4 sides, I'll move on to the corner braces. Again, with these, I'll be making 2 angle cuts that mirror each other. However, this time, we'll want the board actually laying flat versus sitting upright. The length of these isn't too important, but I think it always looks nicer when they are consistent. So, the corner braces that we have should look just like this. In addition to the corner braces, I used the remaining poplar board to cut myself a cross support with just 90-degree cuts, and that is 1.5 inches shorter than 3 feet, so it will slide right between the frame once that's put together. Last, we'll take our pine cord around here and cut it in a similar fashion as our 4 sides, with 2 angled cuts that mirror each other. However, it's important with the quarter round that its right angle is down and to the outside, or that the higher point of the beveled edge coincides with the longer side of the board once cut, and we'll see why that's important in just a moment. Now that all our wood is cut, we can start putting our frame together. I built myself a jig to help square off the corners,
You can buy yourself a jig at a store, however it's not necessary when putting a canvas together. It just makes life a little easier when you're doing it on a regular basis. So I'll show you how to do it both ways, first without, and then I'll finish up the other 3 corners with the jig. So we will start here by pre-drilling 2 holes where we want to place our screws just to prevent the wood from cracking. I recommend that you either grab a rafter square or just a squared off piece of wood to kind of hold your corner in place here as you do so. So then we'll go ahead and swap out our drill bit with the Phillips head. We'll grab 2 screws as well as our wood glue. And we'll just do a dollop of glue right on one of these corners. Slide it back into place. Get that lined up. And look at that, a nice squared off corner, no jig necessary. And now I will move on to using the jig. Once we have all our corners complete, we will simply add our corner braces and cross support, again using wood glue and screws. Since these are secondary support and held in place with the wood glue, I'm satisfied with just 1 screw on each end, but you just want to make sure that all of them reside on the same plane, which will coincide with the back of the canvas. Now that all the supports have been placed, we can finish up the frame by attaching the quarter-round railing to the outside edge that corresponds with the front of the canvas. Do this by just starting with a bead of glue. Line it up here. And then grab our 5/8" finishing nails and hammer and then go ahead and tack it right into place. As you can see here, the railing creates a singular edge that once the canvas is stretched, it prevents any outline of the frame being seen when pressure and paint is put on the canvas. So I will finish up these railings, let the wood glue dry, and then we'll finish up by stretching the canvas. Now that we have our frame finished, we can wrap up by stretching our canvas. As you can see, I have my canvas piece laid out on the table here already. You can buy these in just about any size from a fabric store, or you can buy in a bulk roll from most art stores. So what we'll do is flip the canvas frame over with the quarter round beveled edge facing down against the canvas, and then grab our staple gun, which I believe I called a nail gun accidentally before. And then we will start by putting in the staple right in the middle of the frame. And what we'll want to do is go across and do the opposite side first, pulling it as tight as we can. They actually do make tools to help with this, but I think as long as you leave yourself enough canvas, it's not too difficult to get it nice and snug. Just want to give it a nice pull and hold it there. Then we'll move on to the adjacent side, again right in the middle. And then, as always, straight across from our previous staple. And then we will just make our way out from the middle. So here we have it with the canvas nice and taut across the whole frame. And then we will finish off here by doing the corners in a similar fashion as a hospital corner on a bed. And here we are with our nice looking sturdy canvas ready to be primed gesso and then on to painting. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.